Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm coming with take two because I realised when I was watching back the video that there was no sound on the earlier one. So maybe you can do me a favour if you are. Oh, okay, we've got it now. But if you are watching this, just let me know. Just type in the comments box that you can hear me okay. Um, So let me cover again what I said earlier, but this time so that you can hear it and you don't have to read my lips. So I put a post out earlier about how I've been considering doing a sort of a mini 4 week mastermind workshop on how to identify your why. Hey Wade, thanks for watching. Hopefully you can hear me. Um, so this would be a 4 week workshop on phone calls, so virtual calls, which would be recorded, one per week over 4 weeks during April. May go into the first week of May, depending when we start. And they'd be an hour to an hour and a half. And what I really want to cover in there is one of my sort of favorite subjects, and something that's near and dear to my heart and should be near and dear to everybody's heart, which is how you identify your why, and why that is so important. All right, what difference does it make in your life? And so I because this is content that I'll be writing, and new stuff. I'm really looking for 10 people to join this as a minimum. I'm offering it at a really reduced price. It's just going to be $79 for the whole 4 weeks per person. This would normally be a $2.99 or even a $3.99 workshop, to be honest, because of the amount of work and time that it takes for me. But I want to be able to add value to you guys. That's my why. I can tell you that when I discovered my why a couple of years ago, and I've been working on it and evolving it and putting it into practice every day since then, it's made a big difference in my life. Before I knew my why, hey Al, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Before I knew my why, I would bounce around from job to job. I'd sort of, I would be happy, but happiness is not based on emotions. All right. So one of the things that I want to use is this book. All right. So hey Al, thanks for tuning in, buddy. Nice to see you. So this book, Find You Why. And this is something that, again, I was introduced to a couple of years ago, and in my time at Disney, I would actually use that to facilitate to my teams. But I facilitated an hour to an hour and a half session with a lot of other teams through Disney, to the point where it actually now is going to the executives for them to learn and understand it. So the value is there, I promise you. So I use that, but what I've also found is in my other studies, and Al, who's watching now as well, Al and I are doing another mastermind workshop starting April 16th called Thought, Wealth and Mindset. And in that study, we're actually referencing three books. We're referencing Think and Grow Rich, As a Man Thinketh, and Psycho-Cybernetics. Now, I've been studying As a Man Thinketh for a few months now, but the Think and Grow Rich for about 18 months. And what I'm seeing in both of the thanks Al's put the link to our mastermind group in the comments, so come and sign up for that. That one is $1.99 for 8 weeks, so again, tremendous value, and well worth joining. So anyway, as I'm going through this, I'm realizing that the concepts that Simon Sinek talks about were actually talked about by Napoleon Hill in Think and Grow Rich, and by James Allen in As a Man Thinketh. And As a Man Thinketh came first, by James Allen, and then so James Allen was talking about aligning your thoughts with purpose. Napoleon Hill was talking about desire being the sort of root and everything. And what I wanted to do is share what Simon Sinek says in here, and he says that every one of us has a why. It's a deep-seated purpose, cause, or belief that is the source of our passion and inspiration. All right, so again, think back to those other two books, Purpose and Desire, right, and Why. So the concept isn't new. The concept has been around for over 100 years, talked about by these scholars that have basically monitored and followed highly successful people. So you're still wondering if it's important for you to understand your why and get a clear definition of it? You shouldn't be. It's exceptionally important. The thing with your why is when you know your why, what happens is you wake up inspired to go to work in the morning, and you come home at the end of the day feeling fulfilled by the work you've done. Right? Do you feel that way? Most of us don't. If you do, then great, I'm exceptionally happy for you. And I can say that now, and I know Al will back this up with the work he does with his masterminds and so on, but I feel that way, right? Because I'm following my purpose and my passion. I'm following my why. This is the cause and the belief. It's what I do for other people. That's why I do it. Now, here's the thing is we are taught at an early age to think about what we do. We're taught to think about how we do it, but we're never taught to think about why we do it. In fact, who are the best learners? The best learners are children. What is the one question that children ask time after time after time after time? They ask why. Right? They ask why. To a point where parents say, stop asking why, just do it. So we're inherently, we're born asking why. Right? We're born wanting to know the reason for things, wanting to know why it's important to us, what difference it's going to make to the world. Right? So if you do something, if somebody says, why do you do that? And you tell them, but it's what you do, the next question would be, so what? Right? Or so that what? Right? Because everything has an effect. And the why is the cause of that, the root of that. Not the cause, the root. Right? That's what we're looking to get. That's the utopia, right? It's what we're looking to achieve for other people, for the greater good. That cause, that belief. Now, again, I can tell you that for myself, the last 6 or 7 months since I left the comfort of my corporate role at Disney to go full-time in this role, probably been the hardest 6 or 7 months of my life. And if, I can tell you this with 100% honesty, if I didn't know my why, and my why, by the way, my why statement, and during this 4-week program, we'll get you to write your own why statement. But my why statement is to add value to other people so that they can become the best versions of themselves. Right, now you notice I don't say in that what I do. Doesn't matter, it's why I do it. Right, it's so that they can become the best versions of themselves. There's a contribution and an impact, but we'll go into that in more detail in the 4-week course if we get enough people that want to do it. Now, if I didn't have that clearly defined, if that didn't mean something to me, if it wasn't instilled into my being and everything I do, I would have given up. I would have given up this quest. And I would have gone back to living a life of mediocrity and average and just settling and saying, well, hey, I gave it a go, it wasn't to be. The truth is, I wouldn't have given it a go if I'd given up. Right? Because failure is only final when we quit. Until then, it's a learning opportunity and it's temporary setbacks, and that's what I've been going through. but we're going off topic a little bit now. So the fulfillment will come when you connect your job to your why. Right, then you'll wake up in the morning refreshed and wanting to go to work and do it. You won't wake up on a Monday going, oh, man, 5 days till Friday. And you get to a Wednesday and it's, yes, hump day. And then you get to a Friday and it's like, yes, thank God it's Friday. The problem then is that Saturday you're unwinding and then Sunday you're already dreading Monday. That's no life, that's no existence. So why do so many people do it? We need to identify our why, and that's what this will do. And I talked earlier about happiness coming, and when I was in the retail car trade, we had monthly targets, like monthly targets, quarterly targets. And when we achieved the target, we would be happy. But we weren't fulfilled. You see, happiness comes from what we do. Fulfillment comes from why we do it. I didn't know why I did it. Now, here's the thing. I thought I knew why I did it, right? I thought it was for money. And that's what most people will say. You know, why do you go to work? Why do you do that job? I say, well, I need the money. Okay. Why do you need the money? Well, I've got to pay the bills. Okay, but why is it important to you? What's the reason you need that money? Why do you want to earn extra money? There's a reason why you want to earn it. Right? Is it for freedom? You know, is it so you can travel more, see more of the world? Is it so that you can get your kids into Little League or get them into private education so you're giving them a better start in life than you had? Is it so that you can put it into their college fund so they can go to the best college possible and give them a good start to their working life? That's when you're starting to get down to the why. You see, money is the vehicle. It's the result. It's not why you do it. It's not why you need the money. See, that purpose, cause, or belief is what drives everything. And it comes down to emotions. If you guys follow sport, you'll follow a sports team, even if it's not doing well. If it's your childhood sports team like mine, and they were not very good year after year, I would still follow them. I'd still wear the jersey because it meant something to me. That's what we're trying to get to with your why. So that's what we'll do during this 4-week study. By the end of it, you'll be able to clearly articulate your why. Now, will it make a difference in your life after 4 weeks? No, probably not. It's taken me 2 years. It won't take you 2 years because I'm here to help you. And this study is just a start. That's why it's just $79. It's a start. It's a steal at that as well, to be honest. But if you want further coaching, if you want further assistance, I do offer one-on-one coaching. Somebody asked me that today and said, absolutely. Right, it's more expensive, but one-on-one you'll get better results and quicker results. But I'm here to help you. That's my why. So if you're interested in joining, put a note below or send me a personal message. If you know anybody else, then share this message and bring them along as well. I want to help you. That's my why. Thanks for listening. Have a great Friday evening. If you're watching the replay, put any comments in there, #replay in the comments, and I'll come back and answer them. And Al, thanks for your encouragement and the messages to other people. And again, if you're interested in joining Al and mine's 8-week mastermind on thought, wealth, and mindset, that's going to be a tremendous mastermind and study in those 3 books as well. So the link, Al's put the link in the comments. So thanks again, guys. Have a great weekend and speak to you soon. Bye for now.